This is the first morning where it hasn't been raining here in Houston, so that's good news for everyone. But there's still an unprecedented amount of water in the rivers and reservoirs across Houston that's threatening to send flood levels even higher. The Addicks Reservoir, that's just west of downtown here, spilled over on Monday for the first time ever in history, and that overflow is threatening to inundate nearby neighborhoods. Record or near record water levels are straining other reservoirs, lakes, and rivers. David Begnaud is in Humble, Texas, near Lake Houston Reservoir. David, good morning.
Norah, good morning. Let me start with some good news. The water is receding. 10 o'clock last night, this is where it was. When we showed up about 2 hours ago, the water was down to right here. And in fact, when you look at the surgical hospital in Humble, which had water inside, you can now see concrete. We didn't see that when we showed up. You mentioned the reservoirs. Never before has the water overflowed the reservoir, but it's happening now. And officials are telling people it could continue for weeks or even months.
Evacuees were arriving by the truckload in northeast Houston on Tuesday. Grandparents, children, pets, even a deer. Once on drier ground, Miss Billy didn't know what was happening next.
Where are you going to go now?
I don't know.
Their homes border Lake Houston and are now accessible only by boat. About 30 miles upriver at Lake Conroe, historic levels have forced authorities to release water at nearly the same rate as Niagara Falls. Cell phone video shows the powerful floodwater rushing down the San Jacinto River. The force was strong enough to sweep away an entire concrete barrier along Interstate 69. Officials are anticipating uncontrollable overflow at 2 reservoirs west of downtown Houston. The water will eventually feed into Buffalo Bayou. That is the small tributary that winds through central Houston and is now a sprawling body of water.
With the rainfall still occurring in downstream reaches of Buffalo Bayou and tributaries, as well as in discharge of water from Addicks and Barker, and it may still take several days for it to recede.
Officials told people to get out now when water breached a levee on the Brazos River yesterday.
Are we okay?
But for many people, getting out isn't so simple.
Somebody else called a number that was to come pick everybody up yesterday, and they never showed up.
Latika LaShawn Thomas flagged down one of our producers yesterday. She and her 2 daughters have been stuck in their apartment in South Houston since Friday. They've run out of everything, but not faith.
That's all I have now, because I'm at my breaking point is faith. I know God is going to see us through this. I mean, he has to.
You know what Latika reminds us? She reminds us that it's not just the people who have water in their homes that we should worry about. Norah, it's the people who don't have water but haven't been able to find food or fuel for the last 3 days. They are just as much in dire need.
I'm glad you pointed that out, David. Thank you so much.